All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all the honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors and respect to the elders and to the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessing to all the fellow Akimah that are preaching and teaching with 144% truth and sincerity, and unto the men, women, and children that are listening and learning, and to the Bayash Dawadah, the house of David. I am Darash from Men of Valor Las Vegas camp. To the time that we're coming in, you people keep mocking and scoffing us. And when all hell breaks loose, you will no longer see nor hear us. Then what are you going to do? And to get started with that, we're going to start off with the book of Amos. Chapter 8, verse 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So, when that time comes, when, the prophets are no longer putting their lessons upon the internet, on YouTube, or you're not seeing us out there on the highways and byways, out there in public, getting the word out. Yeah, for a moment you may say, oh good, I'm glad those weirdos are gone, but as soon as shit happens, when the real shit goes down, you're going to be thinking back. In fact, here, this is verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. So in that day, when you're out there fighting and surviving for your dear life, you're going to be wondering, where the hell are those men that used to preach and teach? Where are they? What happened to them? Well, we've been warning you that this was going to happen, but you wouldn't listen. You thought we were just a bunch of clowns just standing out there with the Bible. The joke's going to be on you. Next is going to be the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33. Verse 33. And it says, And when this comes to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. So all you people that mocked and scoff, when you have come across a prophet and they were telling you that this stuff was going to happen, you're going to remember back in that day when you didn't believe and used to laugh at that person, call them all sorts of names. And when the time comes, you're going to regret it. And even if you do find a person that you recognize that was a prophet that you've seen before, they're not going to say nothing to you. The Lord will cling our tongue to the top of our mouths. He's going to shut us up. You're not going to get a word out of us. Next is going to be the book of Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 1. Proverbs chapter 1, starting at verse 21. And it says, She crieth, not 21, verse 22. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. So how long will you stupid ones love stupidity? And the scorners delight in their scorning. So the people that like to scoff, they like to poke jokes at us, laugh, try to get a rise out of us, to make fun of us, all that. And fools hate knowledge. They don't want to have nothing to do with this wisdom and understanding. But you know what? Hey, that's fine. Go ahead. Be a fool. Now, verse 23. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. So, turn you at my reproof, Turn back to the Lord, to be corrected. He will pour out his spirit unto you. He's going to, open up to you and let you know, hey, I'm giving you a chance here. I'm giving you a chance here to get it right. But you don't want to, when someone gives you that helping hand and generally offers it to you, you should take it, Humble yourself. Verse 24. Because I have called, and ye refused, I have stretched up my hand, and no man regarded. So, how did he call? Through his prophets. The men that are out there on the highways and byways putting up, preaching and teaching and putting up lessons on YouTube so you could get the truth and understand. But you say that, what we're teaching is hate, or it's a bunch of bullshit. The Lord stretched out his hand, and no man regarded. You didn't take it into consideration that the Lord was showing you mercy. He was offering you a chance at mercy, so you wouldn't have to suffer the horrors that are to come. But you're going to have to learn the hard way. 25. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. Verse 26. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, as well as his servants, the prophets, when you're in a state of panic, when it becomes hell out here, we're going to be laughing at y'all. Now you're going to know what it's like to be the front of someone else's joke. Us prophets were a joke to you. And guess what? In that day, you're going to be a joke to us. Verse 27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. So, desolation meaning destruction. And destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. That strong whirlwind. Talking about that thermonuclear destruction there. ICBM missiles. World War III is inevitable. As Arnold Schwarzenegger said from Terminator 3, Judgment Day. Judgment Day is inevitable. Verse 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. So the Lord will not hear your pleas, your cries, your prayers. You can cry, beg, and plead. He's not going to listen. 29. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear of the Lord. Roughly paraphrasing, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Since you did not choose to fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you're going to have to pay the price, the ultimate price, and that's death. Verse 30, they would none of my counsel, they despised all my reproof. So, you despise Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's correction and discipline, and you would have none of his counsel. You wouldn't take into consideration, like his prophets out there. When they're calling out to you, trying to get you to, understand. But you two-thirds, you're in your lot. You're gonna mock and scoff. You're gonna be against us because ye are of your father the devil. So you're gonna do what you're gonna do. And I can't wait to see you niggas go. I'm sick of all y'all. I really am. Alright, verse 31. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. So you're going to eat the fruits of your own wicked deeds and be filled with your own devices. Your own crafty ways, your own worldly ways. It's just going to eat you up. And you're going to die. And us servants of Yahweh Shai that follow him unto the very end, even till death, we're not going to shed a single damn tear. Not one. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. Actually, I'm gonna start at the top, verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night, which means it's gonna hit you when you least expect it. Verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. So, because we got this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, we are to watch, to keep our eyes open, and know when that time is going to come. But for the rest of these people, they're out there. They're out there in the world, thinking that everything's going to go back to normal, realizing that the wicked in high places is just... Salakia, excuse me. That the wicked in high places is just playing them for fools. Don't get me wrong, a lot of people out there are awake, but at the same time, a lot of people are still asleep. They're so brainwashed by this system, Esau's system, his matrix, that there's no saving them. Just gotta let them go. Just gotta let them go. Alright, I'm gonna close out with this real quick, with this last scripture right here. This is Habakkuk. It's in chapter 2, verse 3. Well, actually, no, I'm going to start at the top again. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. Excuse me. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So, Yahweh Shai set up prophets, watchmen. The prophets are those watchmen that keep their eyes open for the signs and the times. And he's the one that puts the spirit on us, to get the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Puts the words into our mouth to preach and teach the 100% true doctrine of this book, his word. And as it said, verse 3, and I'll read it again. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So we're just patiently waiting for it because, even though the prophecies they're just coming. They're coming. They're just literally flying right off the pages. It won't tarry. It's coming. Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai is turning up the heat. Gradually. And, with these upcoming months, I can only imagine. Me just speaking to me, I can only imagine what's going to happen. Judgment must first start at the house of Israel. So 2/3 of our own people are going to get it first before all the rest of these other heathen nations who don't obey the gospel. So if our people are to get it first, what is to become of the others? The ones that don't really matter. I said before, while we're out there, trying to reach out to you. I mean, even though we're only out there for the elect, but, listen. Just because people laugh at us and this and that doesn't mean that we're crazy. We're just there to tell you the truth, but for some reason, those that tell the truth are seen as crazy. That just goes to show you just how ass backwards Esau society really is, because it's built upon lies. With that, hope this lesson was edifying. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors and respect to the elders and to the apostles of the Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to all the fellow Akim out there that are preaching and teaching with 144% truth and sincerity. And unto the men, women, and children that are listening and learning. And to the Bayash Davadah, the house of David. Once again, I am Darash from Men of Valor Las Vegas Camp. See you in the next lesson, Lord willing. Kwam Yasharala wa Ababa Bal. Shalom.